Friends, 337 days of war. Incidentally, today is 74th Republic Day of India, when in 1950 the Indian Constitution was adopted. Today it is being celebrated all over India, especially on media, social media, and by the political parties. By the way, 50 to 60% of population lives below poverty line under state repression and vigilance so that they do not raise voices for their employment, health and education system, and a life which could resemble that of a human being. And of course, not to raise voice against the capitalist class for which the state is working. Coming to one of the most fiercely fought battle zones, Ukraine, where Russia is pitched against 30 NATO countries plus allied, coming close to 50, who are madly pumping in latest arms and ammunition in Ukraine. Kiev, incidentally, has officially recognized loss of Vuhledar. In east, battle is on from Siversk to Vuhledar, especially for Bakhmut, where Russian forces, along with PMC Wagner, are continuing working very hard. At present, the locations, which could be termed as key ones, Paraskovievka in north of Bakhmut and Kleshchivka to Ivanovskoye in southwest, are very important, where Ukrainians are holding on to it with bringing new reinforcements and artilleries along with reserves. Maryinka is witnessing equally fierce battle in western part, where Ukrainians are still continuing to hold. Vuhledar again is recaptured by Russian forces. This ping pong is continuing between the two forces in Vuhledar because it's a low-lying area and difficult to hold on it. At present, the Ukrainians have withdrawn to advantageous position in north on a higher ground. Shifting to south, in Vuhledar, where Russians have started attack on many fronts. In one of the information, it said that the Russian forces have entered the city. However, Ryber has dismissed this information. It says the battle is on the eastern outskirts and Russians have taken over many dachas or say establishments but haven't entered inside yet. In Pavlovka site, the Russian forces are advancing towards Vuhledar. That means after Zaporozhye, where it seems to be sort of stalemate, even though the Russians are trying their best to move forward after having broken the first line of Ukrainian defense, they have shifted to force the Ukrainian on Vuhledar, and as a result, earlier where Ukrainians had shifted their many reserves from south front to east front, are facing the Russian onslaughts here in a weaker position. Ukrainians, in a bid to shift the attention of Russians in south, tried to cross over to the left bank of Dnieper along with their special forces groups of reconnaissance to find some loopholes weaker Russian defense or observation posts, but were not successful, retreated with heavy losses. In north, Kreminaya Swatovo line seeing many offensive and counter-offensive and has become one of the most volatile front at this moment. Nothing from Sumy and Chernihiv direction. Ukrainian general has said that they will launch offensive against Crimea 2 months after delivery of tanks. Thank you, friends. See you tomorrow.